How far would you go for greatness, to accomplish what few others have, to etch your name in the tablets of time among some of the finest humanity has ever seen? In my pursuit of perfection, I've dabbled in forces many deem unnatural. What started as simply a botched date activity has now led to an obsession, and I couldn't be more thankful for that happy little accident. The woman couldn't have possibly known what this would awaken inside of me. This was an important moment in my life. It was like Mozart finding the piano. This is my calling. Bowling, a perfect game. A 300. 12 consecutive strikes. Is there anything more beautiful on this earth? I know I can do it. I have the God given ability. It's just a matter of reaching my potential. So obviously I invested in some high quality gear. I got a bowling ball, it's called a Rhino. At least I had it until yesterday when I fucking left it at the bowling alley and now it's vanished. Someone else has stolen it. So this video is going to be a funeral service for my custom bowling ball, as well as also an update on my bowling journey. This bowling ball, I was really starting to come into my own with. I was developing some forbidden jutsu with it. This fucking bowling ball was like a special grade cursed tool. Let me go ahead and show you some of the footage from yesterday, and this is only my second outing with it, and now it's gone forever. But I want you to see my progress when it comes to consistent bowling. I now very, very rarely go under 200 in a game. I'm like a 200 average bowler for the most part. The Grease Goblin steps up and I'm analyzing the oil here, so I start to really find the pocket that I'm looking for, and I dial in on it. I just start beating it like it owes me money here. I'm tossing that silly little stone down there at fucking Mach speed. I'm surprised I'm not leaving fire trails behind it like the DeLorean traveling back in time. So an easy turkey. This game I started off hot by just launching 50-mile-per-hour fastballs down there with blistering speed at this 15-pound bowling ball, so the turkey was a nice start. Then I got a little stinky in the middle there, but then I used that stink to my advantage and powered myself with the odor and had a really strong finish. I am launching the lumber down there with the precision of a sniper, and I'm hitting the pocket every single time right where I want it. It's textbook. I am also blasting it. I am fucking firing this cannonball down there more effectively than an actual cannon would. So I finish it off with quad strikes, which gives me a 211, which isn't bad, but I'm not super proud of the score. The reason I'm showing that game is actually because I carry this momentum into the next game. Before continuing, I want to explain something about the previous game you just saw. The astute observers, or the bowling veterans amongst you, will have noticed that the first 4 frames were a different color, and that's because they were edited. So I'm treating this journey like it's a speedrun. I'm an active speedrunner, so what I'll often do is reset. I'm only here for the perfect game, so anytime I get something less than a strike, I'll usually just delete the frames and start over, because I don't really care about a super high score all that much. So I just usually say it's not worth finishing if I pick up a spare or something. So what I did in that one was I got a spare on frame 4, I reset the game, started again, and then I just decided I'll finish this one out so I can get a little more practice because I wasn't getting deep runs. So I'm breaking the magician's code there and revealing that secret. I'm really just pursuing the perfect game. Just like a douchebag at a sports game looking for some attention, I'm streaking. So for those of you counting, that's 5 in a row. Like clockwork, a well-oiled machine. And you know me better than you know your own mother by this point, so you know I'm good for 6 in a row here. I'm not gonna choke these. But it does give you a little frightening jump scare there with that one pin that debated staying up, but then his friend said, nah, brother, just hit the deck. I step back up to the plate here, ready to go for 7 in a row, and unfortunately a malfunction occurs, which is the bowling alley's attempt at icing me, unfortunately. After the kind bowler to my right fixed everything for me, I come back up, and I'm still so fresh. 7 in a row is no problem at all, baby. I'm blowing those pins up like I'm throwing grenades at them. Now I'm coming up for 8 in a row, which will tie my personal best, and unfortunately, I missed the pocket, and I give myself a split, which couldn't be more tragic. But then it did get more tragic when I left that ball behind, and now it's just gone. It fucking sent straight to the back rooms, I suppose. I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry to the Rhino. That ball was really starting to cook for me. So my personal best for strikes in a row is 8. So it would have been nice to at least tie it, but I fell a bit short. I'm getting close though. Like I am on the cusp. I really do believe, given a bit more time and more practice, I can get a perfect game. Now, I've mentioned this on stream, and it's something my friends and I have talked about quite a bit. We're really trying to like rent out a bowling alley for 24 hours and just doing this 24-hour stream until one of us gets a perfect game, because I'm not the only one that bowls in our group. Aaron's very good, Danny's very good, and Matt's really good. Matt used to be one of the top bowlers in Florida when it came to doubles. I think his top game is a 289. So he's already got all the tools and the capability to pull it off. So I thought it'd be a really fun stream to just do this 24-hour non-stop bowling stream till one of us gets a perfect game. And if none of us gets a perfect game, we donate like 20 grand to the viewers. So you know how I do the giveaways on stream, like the money giveaways to a bunch of random viewers? We just amplify the amount that would be given away for one of those streams as a result of not getting a perfect game or something like that. We've been workshopping and theory crafting a lot of fun ideas around it because all of us are into bowling now. Like this was Aaron Ridley and I going bowling, like the clips you saw here. It's just so fun getting out there on the lanes. I don't know, man. I forgot how good bowling felt. So I think we probably will pull the trigger on that stream at some point. I just don't know when. Surprisingly, it's really hard to find a bowling alley that's down to just let you live there for 24 hours and stream the whole thing. I thought it'd be a little easier to find like a commission rate for something. I thought like maybe they'd do that for, like fucking Big Lebowski or whatever, a bowling movie. Not that there's a ton of those, but like a movie that needs a bowling alley. I thought they'd have something like that set up, but they usually don't. So it's been a lot of back and forth. I'm hopeful that we'll get that going at some point because I really do think that would slap. And I think instead of just making it like 20,000 if we don't get a perfect game, I think it's like, we still do like a big money giveaway to the viewers after the stream, and hopefully one of us gets the perfect game at some point throughout the 24 hours. I just think there's so much we can do with that. And I think bowling's fun to watch. I've been into like bowling YouTuber content recently. I've been looking up all kinds of fucking mechanisms and shit and trying to figure out like the best techniques, well, not necessarily techniques, because I feel like I have my own technique and I don't want to start disrupting. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't want to start like integrating all of these other ingredients and put too many cooks in the kitchen of my brain here, and then I end up being the worst bowler of all time because I'm confusing myself. But I've been looking up a lot of like bowling science, like 16 pound versus 15 pound versus 14 pound when it comes to like ball deflection and pin action and shit like that. Also like what miles per hour is optimal for like consistent strikes, finding the pocket, learning the oil patterns, figuring out how to catch better. Like I really have been deep in the bowling lore and getting a handle on it to try and master this art. And I think I'm getting there. So I'm going to continue to update you all on my bowling progress because I will fucking do it. I'm trying to gather all of these skills, like being a perfect game bowler. I also do want to do like the hole-in-one challenge at some point too, but right now I'm focused on bowling, so that'll be down the line perhaps. But anyway, just wanted to share this. That's really about it. So yeah.